as we were talking about, comparison, I would say there are two C's which have really created havoc. The one C is unhealthy competition, and the other is comparison. But then, how does one avoid all this in this world?
There is no such thing as healthy competition. So
Unhealthy.
again when that's what I'm saying. But if you're saying unhealthy, that means there is something which is healthy, and there's no healthy competition. There's no such thing as competition. This is again another belief system that has been put into us, that life is a competition, which means we are trying to say life is a race. You have to go ahead of other people. Competition means comparing ourselves with another person and wanting to go ahead of another person. And then tomorrow wanting to go ahead of another person and then another person. And so, which means my entire life, I'm going to be in a race. I'm not going to live life. I'm going to be in a race. If I'm in a race, I know what my quality of life is going to be. So let's change the perspective and let's see whether life is a competition. So there are two people, they're in their own car, they're driving from destination A to B. They have set their goal of life. They want to reach B. So let's say you're in Delhi, I'm in Gurgaon. Let's just drive from Delhi to Gurgaon. Okay. You in your car, I'm in my car. I want to go to Gurgaon, you want to go to Gurgaon. Fine. Both of us can reach. Both of us can reach Gurgaon. Your driving speed will be different from mine. Your priority of how safely you drive, that's going to be different. And you're enjoying your drive with your family, listening to music, having something to eat. And I'm with my family, listening to the music I like and driving at the speed which I am comfortable. And both of us will reach Gurgaon. That is certain. Someone can reach 5 minutes earlier, someone will reach 10 minutes late, everyone will reach. And whether I want to reach 5 minutes early or 10 minutes late also depends on what was my priority. If I feel like taking a break in between and just stopping for 10 minutes, relaxing my body, taking a little rest, and then starting the drive, that's my choice. You might not want the need to take a break, and you say, no, I just want to reach 10 minutes earlier. Fine, that's your choice. So everyone has their choices, their priorities of self-care, taking care of their body, spending time with relationships, and the way they work, and their values and principles and ethics at work. Everyone will have their own. We are not here to discuss who is right, who's wrong. Important is everyone is different. Everyone will be comfortable their way. And so we both are driving. But somewhere on the road, we just opened the window, but we just looked at each other and we said, let's race. Now, after that, the rest of the journey changes completely. Now it's no more my drive, which I'm enjoying and I'm talking to my family. No, now my focus is only on you and how I have to go ahead of you. And now, if I have to go ahead of you, then I will have to follow all those things which you are following. Now, my life doesn't remain mine at all. Now, if I want to take a break, I will not take a break. If a person wants to sleep early today, they're not sleeping early because they say, no, I have to continue working more. But why? But because if I don't work more, this person will go ahead of me. Like doctors, 6 days of the week you work so hard. Sunday you say, I have to go to this conference, I have to go to this conference, I have to make this, which is very important. No denying that. But don't you owe it to yourself to take a little rest when you have such a tough, high pressure work for 6 days? Don't you owe it to your patients to be energized and rested on a Monday morning for the next 6 days? Don't you owe it to your family with whom you anyway spend less time because of the kind of role and seva that you are doing for the country? But when we say it's a race, then I forget all this. And I'm like, they are there at that conference. If I don't go, then I will be left out. So I have to be there and I have to be here. So even if I don't want to, if you want to, it's fine. But if you don't want to, you're just doing it so that you're not left out from the race. You may be ahead in the race. You can be number one, but then you are counting yourself number one only professionally. Life is not a profession. Profession is one part of life. But because I'm racing in my profession, my mental health, my physical health, my relationships, everything is getting affected because I'm not balancing all that. So if we tell people meditate, they will say, I don't have time. If we tell them sleep early, they say, I don't have time. If we tell them spend time with children, I don't have time. So where is the time going? Only work. So work became life, not one part of life. And the only reason work became life, because I have to go ahead of other people. So it's the biggest belief system, which is the cause of almost all our uncomfortable emotions. So life is a journey, drive, learn from others. How are they driving? Is there something I can learn from them in my way of driving? Upgrade your skills, go way ahead, but go way ahead of your own capacity. And most important, be happy, healthy, and beautiful family while you're going ahead. Otherwise, you may be the first one, but take care that you're not alone. You're not alone. And most important, you're not lonely here. You can be alone here and you can become very lonely here if you are in a race and you did not prioritize anything else on the journey. And sometimes even your body is now not in harmony with you, leave alone people being in harmony with you. Body is not in harmony with you. And then gradually, sometimes the mind is not in harmony with me. Because on the journey, I said, I don't have time for this. 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 So when I need them, it's not going to work because I didn't do my right karma on the journey. So life is not a competition. And therefore, obviously, there is no comparison. We're all on our journey. We're all going to reach our goals happy, healthy, and with a very beautiful family. And most important, with our values, principles, and ethics, and not the normal principles and ethics created by society. My values, principles, and ethics are very important because they are my karma. They are the way I earn money, and the way I earn money decides the way the emotional health of my family will be. So, very important, my values, principles, and ethics is only possible if I'm on my own journey. And experience of millions says that when you take care of your life, quit the race, be on your journey, your way, you will reach faster and ahead of what you even thought was your capacity.